Hey, everybody, welcome back to another NFL Talk with the team. And tonight we did a little early because I'm going to be on vacation and we'll be able to do it on Wednesday. So we're going to talk about a few topics in preparation for next week, actually, which is going to be the big one because the first season starts on Thursday, right? First game. And we'll be giving our predictions and a lot more. So what's up, everybody? Bree, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. June?
Hey, what's good? What's good? Living life, blessed.
Nikki, what's up? Not in uniform, chilling in a dress.
Yeah. Oh, why I had the only one that had to say not in uniform? But you know what? I said today I wasn't gonna be spicy. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Challenge accepted.
Listen. Okay. Listen, we want you to be spicy. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point. All right, so Bree, let's talk about these topics then.
Hold on, one thing. First of all, you're not gonna come for Nikki, first of all, because let me tell you something. A woman doesn't have to be spicy every single episode, okay? So we're not gonna come for Nikki, okay? She's not gonna be spicy. You can want me all the fuck you want. You ain't gonna do shit to me, first of all. Second of all, don't come for Nikki, okay? Hey. Nikki, okay?
It's gonna come out. Don't worry about it.
Relax. Nikki, okay? You look like you were going through an exorcism right there.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Hey, the minute June say something crazy about them Jags.
Listen, and Nikki's going to handle it with class. Nikki's going to handle it with class because we don't step down to peasants.
Oh, wow. June, you're a peasant now. See that? See how it goes? Oh, my God.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you.
Let's knock out these topics. We go back to talking trash to each other. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
I could compose myself a little bit.
Okay. So we're going to recap preseason week 3.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. I got to pull it back up. I lost it just to let you guys know we don't have to be spicy every week. Okay. So on Friday, August 27th, the Panthers defeated the Steelers 34-9.
Ooh.
The Colts defeated what? What was your score against the Patriots last week? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. What was your score against the Steelers in week 1? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Anyways, the Colts beat the Lions 27-17. The Eagles and the Jets tied 31-31.
31 points. Let's go, baby. Shit. I think this is.
Yeah, congratulations. You finally got the board.
Yeah, one.
Let's go.
The Chiefs defeated the Vikings 28-25. On Saturday, August 28th, the Bills defeated the Packers 19-0. The Ravens defeated Washington football team 37-3. The Bears defeated the Titans 27-24. The Buccaneers defeated the Texans 23-16. The Broncos defeated the Rams 17-12. The Seahawks defeated the Chargers 27-0. And the Cardinals and Saints game was canceled due to Hurricane Irma. That's the name, right?
No, it's Ida.
Ida.
Yeah.
Irma was like 4 years ago.
Oh, well, I don't keep up with the names.
Well, prayers to those families in New Orleans too.
And you know what else was 4 years ago?
The Eagles Super Bowl championship. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm glad that you know. What about the Steelers? Oh, never mind. That's not even the topic. What about the Jags? Never mind. We're not going to talk about that. Let's keep going.
How many do you have
today?
How many do you have?
I don't know a Cowboys fan. You sound like a Cowboys fan. That's the first thing they say.
How many do you have?
That's the first thing they say, Frank.
Because you're one and
done. That's the first thing Cowboys fans say. Yeah, I play football. Yeah.
One and done. That means you're done winning championships. You'll never see a freaking playoff game or a championship ever again. One and done.
Listen, they might get. We gave them Minshew.
Hey, we got that too. Woo.
Jalen Hurts had more yards in the last 3 games that he started than Minshew did his entire season last year with the Jaguars. So, for what reason did they bring Minshew?
We needed a driver.
A backup. It was for backup, pretty much.
It is a backup. I think it's more to it than that, but we'll definitely talk about it.
Well, that's dead. Yeah, let's talk about it. So I'll go with
Wait, we're not done.
We're not done yet.
I'm sorry.
Nikki was waiting. There we go. On Sunday, the Dolphins defeated the Bengals 29-26. The 49ers defeated the Raiders 34-10. The Jaguars defeated the Cowboys 34-14.
What that first touchdown?
Did they play Texas A&M or what?
No, we at
The
least
Patriots.
this,
The Patriots defeated. June, don't stop, because you can't even beat the Cowboys in regular season. So stop. And then the Patriots defeated the Giants 22-20. And then
Let's go.
the Browns defeated the Falcons 19-10.
Ooh, did it hurt when you said the Browns?
So we're gonna leave Nikki for last, because I know she was at the game. She was super happy to see Trevor throw his first touchdown pass. She put in the comments in our chat, so we're gonna speak about the Jags last. All right, Nikki, that gives you enough time to prepare your me, and get yourself going.
That's right.
Patriots, I thought they were gonna lose to the Giants, I ain't gonna lie. But Giants was sacking the hell out of these guys. No, they won. That's cool. I think Cam, the biggest thing for me is Cam again, sorry as hell, 2 for 5, 10 yards, interception. He didn't even play the full first quarter. I think Mac Jones played most of the first, second, and into the third, and then they put Brian Hoyer in. Mac Jones had a better showing. He's been having a better showing, but it's not fair though, because I think Mac Jones he's thrown the ball more. He's had more snaps than Cam. Like somebody pointed out, Shannon Sharp pointed out that maybe Belichick just want to see what Mac Jones got. But I also feel that by Cam's lack performance there against these second string, third stringers, or even preseason, and the ineptability to be able to consistently put a drive together is going to hurt him more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I seen it and I witnessed it, and I was praying it wasn't so. But that interception that Cam threw, I don't think it was his fault. I think it was Jacoby. Yeah, definitely Jacoby Meyer. I mean, that dude Martinez just got really lucky. But then again, I mean, it's a skill too to have that type of concentration. Follow the ball through. Jacoby had it right before he was gonna tuck it in. Martinez took it out of his hands. So I don't really like put too much blame on Cam, but I do put a lot of blame on Cam on other things.
Yeah, his performance is what I'm saying. You're not going to say it's one game. If this was just one game or the previous 2 games he was balling, he was at least more consistent, you'd be like, it's just one game. But as a fan and as people that support Cam, because we all do, we all said, hey, we want Cam to do well. If this is a sneak preview, and this time you can't say you didn't have preseason. This time you can't say you didn't have the mini training camps, the OTA, or nothing. You've had all that. And you took all the reps with the first team. So it wasn't like you was in and out. No, you took all the reps and you started the preseason games. So if you can't perform, in my mentality and the way I see it is, when Belichick said he got a lot to think about who's going to start, I think he's really serious about that. If you would have asked me this last week, I told you Cam's going to start because they're playing the Dolphins. But I really do feel that maybe Belichick's like, listen, at least this kid is putting drives together. He's getting us down the field. They got 3 good running backs. James White's more of a passing back, but the Stevenson kid and that Tyler kid, they're amazing. So maybe he's looking like, And another thing Shannon Sharp said to kind of defend Cam a little bit, he said they didn't run no quarterback plays. Like, no, he didn't run the ball at all in preseason. So that's possible that he's keeping some stuff to the vest and then opening it up, when they start and on next Sunday, on 2 Sundays from now. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible, but I just don't see it like that. I see it like he had a chance to secure it and have nobody question whether or not he's the number 1 starter or not. And I think he screwed the bag away on that. But that's my take on the recap of my team throughout the whole preseason. I didn't see much of the Giants, but again, it's preseason. You know what I mean? A Giant fan could speak better to what they saw in their team than what I can.
I don't even got to say much. I agree with you. I can't even add or subtract. Cam ain't producing, point blank, period. Like you say, if this was just one game, I tell people all the time, good players lose game, bad players win game. If it was just one, they'd be like, all right, he had a bad game. It's all right. everybody's entitled to a bad game. But shit, how many games did he have that was good?
Mm.
Like, he ain't had damn good. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to give him something, you'd be like, he was all right today, but he had no good game. So yeah, and I agree with you. That interception wasn't his fault, but
Nah.
like I said, Cam performance is his fault. And it's been terrible. That's all I got.
I like that. So what's next? So let's go to the Eagles. Eagles, y'all tied up with the Jets. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put my yogurt down.
So hey, honestly, combined, Nick Mullins and Flacco, I mean, they did really well. I mean, it's a preseason, I get it, but it's been their best offensive preseason game that they've had so far. Combined, they were 23 for 30.
Okay.
0 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and 300 yards. I mean, that's one quarterback stats in a normal game. However, in a preseason game, changing players, changing plays, or whatever the case is, and fighting for their spot, I think it's going to be a difficult one to judge on who's number 2, because obviously Hurts, like his jersey, he's number 1. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Eagles. I really am. And to be really honest with you, the only thing I'm really curious about is that defense. I'm not worried about the offense. I think the offense are going to make plays. I'm really surprised that that Ward didn't make top 3 as far as the receiving core goes. So I'm pretty surprised as far as that goes. But I'm excited. I'm excited for my birds. You know what I'm saying? We're about to make some noise. We just hired a new quarterback from the Jags, and we're definitely excited about that too. And again, that's a different topic, so we'll get to that when we get to it.
He said they hired a new driver.
I messed up. I meant backup.
Yeah, yo, you are raggedy, bro. But how did the Jets look on their play? I mean, because they've been talking about a lot of good stuff with Zach Wilson in the preseason.
Hey, they look really good too offensively. I'm gonna tell you, man, I had the stats up. To be honest with you, I won't give you no false numbers here.
It looked great.
Huh?
Look great. Okay.
Oh God.
Right. To answer your question, they look great. Okay. It's the mother. All right. They scored 31 on the no. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. They look great. I think they did well. They kept the Eagles at 0-1. Okay. 0. This man, I'm still talking to you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you with your bull crap analysis of y'all game. But they did well. They kept the Eagles at 0. 0, meaning not winning any, losing 2, and they tied with the Jets. Okay. Yeah, they did well. The Jets did well. As far as the Eagles, you know what? It's preseason. I think their first 3 games, I think the record will be the same. It's the season 0-1. But yeah, they did hire a quarterback, not a driver.
I didn't say a driver. I said a backup.
No, you said a driver.
I said I'm sorry, I messed up.
No, it's okay. But y'all needed to help. So they ordered they got Gardner. Look, June was excited when he heard Gardner came to his thing. Don't let him front. Listen, this is the first time in this 3 weeks I ever heard him say the birds, because I told them they couldn't fly. Now he feels like they have air under their little wings once they got Gardner. Okay.
Listen, well, Bree, let Bree say her piece. I'll touch on this whole Minshew trade. So Bree, go ahead, Mama. Go say your piece.
Wait, what did June say?
Bullshit, girl.
I said we look really good offensively, and period. That's it. There's nothing else to it. You know what I'm saying?
There's not really much to say. I
Right.
didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights for my team. Haskins needs a little bit more work, but I think. Let me just shut up.
It wasn't really much to say about the Eagles.
No, I'm gonna shut up before I snap on June. I'm gonna shut up before I snap on June.
Like, they got Gardner. That was the
Because
only.
I'm trying not to be sassy this week, you know? Like I'm not trying to be the
Be
stereotypical sassy person. No, because I don't have to be sassy every single week, Frank.
Oh my God, yo.
I agree.
Let's tame the beast now. Jesus. That's what makes you you. That's why I reached out to you. So I wish I still had the Instagram.
I reached out to you.
You know what I'm saying?
I reached out to you.
That's why you're here with me. It's because the spiciness. I like it. Y'all bring a certain thing to it and make it fun. Make it you know.
I don't.
We've given the Eagles enough. They got Gardner Minshew. That's what they did.
I was about to hit on Gardner Minshew, but
I literally comment on my team only, and I don't need ugly little freaking Dweedle over here making faces at me. Okay.
I didn't even say nothing, Frank.
I said make faces at me. Make faces at me. Do you speak English?
I didn't make face. I didn't.
Yes,
make
you
a
did.
face.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, dijo que tú estás haciendo cara.
But
Oh no,
that's it. I have nothing to say about my team because if I can't speak without someone making disrespectful faces at me, I'm just gonna keep quiet.
I think you should because it's important. We all speak on our teams and we all have our knowledge. To the Gardner thing though, I think it's good for the Eagles.
We know.
I don't think it was smart on the Jags. Maybe they did it to help him out, thinking that he might have a chance to start. I don't know. But me, I would have kept him there because he played a full season. If anything, he has at least a year of experience under his belt. He's had highlight reels, you know, a lot. He had people going crazy. Minshew mania, that was a thing. People
were going crazy because he looked like a frat boy with a mullet and a freaking mustache.
Hey, he might drive a pickup truck. I don't know, but what I do know is that during the season they were actually talking about him. And now you got this young rookie quarterback. You got a suspect offensive line.
The whole thing.
You're not the same.
Talking about the Jags, or we talking about Minshew?
Well, no, I'm saying why the Jags should have kept him is what I'm saying. As just a safety blanket, you know, a veteran player.
Okay, let me let you finish because I'm gonna counter all that.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles actually made out with him coming. Don't you have Flacco back there?
Yeah, we got back there. You know what I'm saying? We're just stacking them up. No, serious.
What you gonna say?
Hey, before Nikki goes, the real reason they got rid of Minshew is mainly because they're trying to build this team around this sunshine, right? And they can't afford that locker room drama, especially when Urban Meyer names Lawrence as the starting quarterback. So if they keep Minshew there, he coming off a starting year, I think that would have created some type of reckless energy in that locker room. And I think that's what Urban Meyer was trying to prevent and say, you know what? We got him for a 6. We'll give him up for a 6. Why not? Because last time he played for us, he gave up a 6.
All right, go ahead, Nikki.
Frank was laughing, by the way. I wasn't even trying to be funny. That was all Frank.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer. I'm going to respond to the Gardner thing first. Right? I watched all 3 of our games. Okay. Obviously I can't count the last game because Gardner was already gone. So our first 2 games, if y'all ever listen to anything I said our O-line remains the same. They suck.
Right.
And, Trevor, like all the points that we got, right? Because we lost our first 2 games by a very small margin, right?
Yeah, you lost, right?
June, you got okay. Anyway, by very small margins, right? So we
in every game we played, we actually put up points. Okay, every game, all three, we put up points. June, you got something to say? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't matter how many points you put up if you lose.
no.
You can put up
Hey,
100.
I had a point, but you wanted to emphasize that we lost.
June, why do you jump into people's conversations when they're trying to discuss their point of view or their intake?
She
Why
actually asked me a question and you interrupted her just now.
No.
Just saying.
No,
I'm just
but
stating a fact
she
there.
was in the midst of talking and you jumped in and put your sentences in, and then she asked you the questions after you cut her off while she was trying to explain what she was trying to explain.
Don't remember that.
Can you finish what you were saying before you were rudely interrupted?
Go ahead, Nikki.
Thank you.
Anytime.
But those two games that we lost, even though we scored, none of them points came from Trevor. None of them came from Minshew. Okay, none.
Third string, right? It was your third string?
It was, Bettler and whatever the L dude name. So I believe.
Okay, check it out. I'm not interrupting you. I put time out because you just stated a point there, right? And I want to ask you specifically, right? So you said none of those points came from Trevor, right? In the first two games, and they scored a high amount of points or whatnot, or a decent amount, not high, right? What am I thinking? So my question to you is, how concerned?
You see how
So,
we bring it up somebody?
Hold on. Hey,
I'm gonna pop
Frank,
off today.
I'm trying to ask you a question, a legitimate one.
He got a question, Nick. He got a question. Let him ask the question. Come on now, girl.
And this is legitimate. Hey, so you said just now they scored points, but Trevor didn't score any. And that's a fact. So how worried are you really that the rest of the team is scoring points, but not your number one draft pick?
So, okay. So what a good question, June. You finally had some kind of sense in this whole conversation. I wish you had
Super Bowl 52 champion here.
Honestly, I'm not worried. And let me tell you why. Because I like the way he is in the pocket. Like he shows no fear. You get what I'm saying? I think the only thing that for me that Trevor has to learn is he doesn't have the line he had in college. So he can't hold on to the ball so long. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't wait for everything to play out right for you to throw that ball. I noticed that yesterday. Man, our first drive was a touchdown. Our second drive was a touchdown. And that was on Trevor. You get what I'm saying? He threw, see, I ain't watched the game. I was there live. He threw phenomenal ball. I'm like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 yards down the field. Look at this. I can't stand him.
Yo, it's week one. I got the game.
I already have it. I have it written down on my notebook already.
Yeah. No, I'm just changing my background. I changed my background.
I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous with that sense. I think he do well. I think the reality of losing the game is coming. You get what I'm saying? It's definitely coming. But I'm not nervous about that. But wait, the point I was trying to make about why we let go of Minshew is this. Minshew from Gate, he never wanted to be the backup. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He always said that, he wanted to be the starter, right? But when during this preseason, regardless if Trevor wasn't going to perform, we knew we weren't going to get rid of him. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't going to go nowhere. Unfortunately, it was a job for Minshew to win. Trevor already had it in the bag, right? But that's why I pointed out that those first two games, they scored nothing. It was the backups. It was our third and fourth strings that put points up on the board. So I think Beathard or Bathar, however you want to pronounce his last name, it was between him and Minshew, and he performed. He performed yesterday. Shoot, Trevor we got 34 points. Trevor put up 14 of that 34. That means somebody else put up 20 points. You get what I'm saying? So all three games he's been performing. So I think it was Mitchell's job to lose. And that's exactly what happened. Personally, of course I didn't want Minshew to go. Like Frank said, that Minshew madness, mania thing, it's real. It's real. That's why I think the Eagles is going to be fine because Michigan does have a fan base, and even if Michigan lose, they'll still think that the Eagles are flying somewhere. So I think it was a good addition to the Eagles. I don't think we lost. I don't think we lost out. I think we lost out on, I hate to say fame, but the hype of Minshew, not actually the player. That sounds bad to say. But yeah, I mean, I truly hope he does well with the Eagles. So that's on that. Now I got to talk about my game. All right, this game yesterday. Now I'm going to be fair, right? So Trevor played well, but if you watch the game, we had a lot of starters the first half. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys didn't. They didn't. It was like their second and third string playing with our quote unquote starters. So regardless, I thought we did well. I think the O-line held up. They did well. Even when we third and fourth string, they did well. I just told you they put up 20 points. They did well. But let me tell you my fear, and this is gonna sound so bad. But I don't, especially playing the Cowboys second and third string, did I really expect us to do bad? No. You get what I'm saying? Like I expected us to do well playing the Cowboys. So we did exactly how I expected.
So they gave what they were supposed to give you as a fan. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Okay. Now, let me tell you, I think it would have helped more for me, even though we did okay with the Saints, but it would help more weight if we did what we did yesterday against the Saints. Because to me, the Saints is a better team than the Cowboys.
I think defensively, they're a better team.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it would have weighed, but I'm going to take a W. At least we didn't tie.
Yeah. You know what, Frank? I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but she sure did talk a whole lot of cat poop about Trevor Lawrence and his little flimsy 2 touchdowns there against the Dallas Cowboys defense.
Oh my God, they won a game. You tied to the Jets. They won a game. You tied to the Jets. You didn't score no points.
And you lost. Did the Steelers win last week, Frank?
No, because you didn't score no points against the crusty ass Patriots, and you didn't score no points against. Or no, you scored points against Steelers, but you lost to the Steelers. You didn't score no points against the crusty ass Patriots.
They gotta be crusty
with the annoying ass Jets.
I ain't even coming at your team. Like I ain't even saying nothing about Pittsburgh.
Even with the Steelers, they only scored the first quarter. After that, it was shut it down.
Frank, I apologize. I apologize. I will say that on air. I apologize.
No, you good. Listen, it's just this is what I want. I want passion because I tell you what.
No, because I'm tired of June like just doing that. He is so anytime one of our teams win a game, he has to downplay it and degrade us as if the females, their teams won. Let me talk shit about it. Yada, yada, yada.
Whoa, is she making this a sexist thing?
Guess what? No, it's not a sexist thing. But that's how I feel. I know it's not a sexist thing. But you don't get on Frank when all 5 of his teams win because he's a fan of everywhere Brady goes everywhere anybody goes.
Look at his shirt. You know what? I don't get on Frank because look at his shirt. And that's all I'm saying. He's a true ego at heart. And I wasn't going to bring it up. But I'm believing like that.
I wore a Steelers
shirt 2 weeks ago. Nice shirt.
No, I wore a Steelers shirt 2 weeks ago, and you still talked down on the Steelers.
No, I didn't. I said good job.
Yes,
I said it was a nice shirt.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Hey, you know what? Hey, she want to come at me, Frank.
So the next topic that we're going to discuss,
she want to come at me and talk about passion. Let's talk about these 9 points that you put up against these 34 points of these Carolina Panthers.
I already said I'm not talking about it because anytime when I tried to talk about it and said, well, my team needed work on, you gave me an ugly face. So the next topic that we're going to discuss is the top 10. The next topic that we are going to discuss is the top 10 in the NFL 100.
All right, here.
That's the next topic that we're going to discuss. All right.
So
at
You don't want to talk about this
at
game.
number 10. So at number 10, we have the quarterback Josh Allen.
Dude.
Okay.
uh-huh.
Number 10 was quarterback Josh Allen. Number 9, they had TJ Watt. Number 8, they had DeAndre Hopkins. Number 7, they had Tom Brady.
He's
Number
crying.
6, they had Devontae Adams. Number 5, they had Travis Kelce. Number 4, they had Derrick Henry. And at 3, Aaron Rodgers. 2, Aaron Donald. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes. So, Nikki, I'm going to ask you first. How do you feel about the top 10?
Oh, I think that it's great. I think Tom Brady should have been like 9 or 10. Yeah, because somebody was crying that he was 7.
Please divulge all your information because I've been waiting all day for this. Go ahead. I'm gonna sip
Okay, Nikki,
my
wait, Nikki,
beverage.
okay, let Nikki continue. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay, Nikki. What else?
I like my favorite number is 5, so I like I was number 5. No, I think it was okay. Like, I mean, what it is. This is what these players are. June, you all right? You
I'm trying to listen to you. Go
you
ahead.
sad?
I can't even say nothing because
No, you
too
can't
much
say nothing because not a Philadelphia Eagles on the list. That's why you can't say nothing. So Nikki, continue.
it's too
So
much
Nikki, continue. So Nikki,
sensitivity
continue. You're
in
not
here.
gonna keep cutting off Nikki. You're not gonna keep cutting off Nikki. Nikki, continue.
I thought. I mean, it is what it is. I agree with the top 5.
Okay. Travis Kelce, Derrick Henry, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Donald, and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, hold on. The only person that and it's going, I know everybody's gonna jump on. It's okay. It's number 2.
I agree.
Number 2.
Defensive player of the year. Hello.
I agree.
Hello.
Sir.
I agree.
I think
By
number
impact, but you
Go
gotta
ahead.
remember, by impact, he was defensive player of the year, not by numbers.
Yeah, not by
So,
number. I don't
Anyways,
in there.
let's not forget that was the only category not graded by numbers. But continue, Nikki.
Yeah, that's the
Aaron Donald, baby.
I think I'm still talking. I think everybody else is fine. That I don't think he should have been there. I honestly don't think he should have even been in. This is just me. I think he probably I don't think he's in. So that's it. Besides that, everybody else I agree with. Or I can see why. He's the only one that I'm like, bro. Like, are we really
Not
You
at
can't
number
be
2.
serious.
Not at number 2.
You can't be serious.
Not at number 2.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
at number 2.
Yep. That's
All right, Frank, it's your turn.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go last.
No,
Yeah.
Frank, it's your turn.
Right.
No, Frank, it's your turn.
So I don't. It's all right. It's a good list, I guess. You can say that. It's cool. I just don't know how the players think that Aaron Rodgers number 3 when you've lost the last 4 NFC championships in a row. You're the first player ever to do that. Let's just leave that there. I can see why they went Patrick Mahomes. He's a younger guy. Stat-wise, he's had a better year than Brady. He's younger. But we forget that both playoff losses he has on his record, an AFC championship loss and a Super Bowl loss, were at the hands of the quarterback, Tom Brady. Now, we all agree that Tom Brady doesn't play defense, so he didn't stop him. He didn't stop Mahomes from getting the ball downfield and scoring a touchdown. But it's just like when we talk about Super Bowls and people bring up Eli Manning, they say, well, Eli beat Tom Brady. No, he beat the Patriot defense. But if we're going to credit the quarterback because he's the key person under center, he's the brains, right? Like they like to say, then the players picked. I mean, realistically, people are going to hate. And I think people tired of seeing Brady win. People tired of seeing him be there. Brady's been voted one back-to-back seasons. I don't think no other player did that. If we're going to talk about impacting the game, if we're going to talk about the impact of a game, I can make a case for Aaron Donald being number 1.
Shut up.
I mean, I can. Now, Bree's right. Number wise, he didn't have better numbers than TJ, and that's unfortunate. That's a flaw in the system.
So if they're going by impact wise on this list, right?
Yeah.
And you would say you would put Aaron Donald number 1. Would you still have Aaron Rodgers as number 3 for impact?
Nah. I think.
So how do you think they base this list off of?
No, I think it's the players. I think it's players like us, fans, right? If you went across there's over 1,000 NFL players, right? There's 53 people on the roster times 32 teams, right? So let's do the math real quick. 53 times 32 teams. That's 1,696 players. Based off 1,696 players is how they came up with the number of the top 100. So I'm not mad at the list. As a fan of Brady, can I be mad? Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I feel that Brady doesn't get respect. I don't. I feel like when he was playing, Peyton Manning got 5 NFL MVPs when Brady should have won a few of those. When you look at most valuable player, like LeBron James said, is the impact the player has on the team. See, people want to talk football, but they don't want to talk facts.
Okay, so if you were to talk about impact, then why didn't Aaron Donald get the most valuable player, the MVP, NFL MVP versus defensive player of the year?
I couldn't argue that. I'll be honest with you. Who's the last defensive player to win MVP? Lawrence Taylor, Giants. That's the last person. And maybe the people that voted them were realistic. My thing is,
I'm gonna send an email to NFL.
Yeah, you should, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is why I'm gonna say what I say. It's not because you could look like Nick Wright wants to say, oh, Brady's numbers haven't been top 10 in the last whatever years. All right, cool. But what he brings to the table, the intangibles, the numbers you don't see, people wanted him on the team. He could still throw the ball. He could still win. Obviously, people want to talk about how, in the bubble, the Lakers won a NBA championship. But nobody want to talk about how Brady went to a team that because this is relevant to this top 100 because it's that year. No preseason, no training camp, got kicked out of a park for practicing with his wide receivers, and goes on to win a Super Bowl. Now, granted, did certain things happen? Mahomes' line got hurt. Whose fault was that? Not Brady's. Aaron Rodgers couldn't score. That's not.
Are you crying that he's number 7?
I'm not crying about that. What I'm saying is, I feel it's disrespectful, in my opinion.
So what number do you think he get? Number 1?
No, I wouldn't give him number 1. I told you, Mahomes had a better numbers than him. If you want to go Mahomes, I'm not mad. But at least 3. At least 3. You don't.
So if you would have put Tom Brady at number 3, where would you put Aaron Rodgers?
I'll put him 4.
Okay. Would you put TJ Watt number 9?
Right.
No, I have to look at it. I don't. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is something Eric Mangini brought up. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. But number 1 and number 3 have the top receivers in the top 10. They got the top receivers in the top 10. Look at it. So number 1 got Kelsey. That was his top receiver all year round. And number 3 got Devontae Adams. Where Brady's top receivers at in this? Oh, again, it's a list made by the players, right? A lot of these players got sent home. They wasn't playing. It's one and done. So it is what it is. 7's not bad. Hey, I don't got to deal with him. I don't got to deal with him. He's out the Pats. I just got to worry about who we're going to start. Is that fair?
You still feel that he gone. That's what it is.
Nah, I think, like I told you, that was Belichick's fault. In my opinion, that's Belichick. Belichick has a thing of getting rid of players at a certain age, and he didn't want Brady there since Garoppolo. So that was his fault. I don't blame Brady for leaving. He left because he wanted to go somewhere better. And look, he's having fun. He's doing things that he didn't do in New England. He's having posts on Instagram. He's tweeting. He's making commercials. You know what I'm saying? He's cracking. He's being himself. Live your life, bro. Live your life. Number 7, nah. I have a hard time as a fan and as a realist saying, yo, Aaron Rodgers, you choked the last 4 seasons in the NFC Championship, but you're number 3 in the top 100. Now, can you say that he should be number 3 because he's the NFL MVP? I'll buy that. If that's what you want to say, I'll buy that. But what are we basing it off of? Is it just opinion or what? That's it. That's just my take on it. But opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. So you got one. I got one.
All right. And June, your last. How do you feel about the top 100 or top 10?
Frank, Nikki, Bree. Where's Kittle? If you're gonna put Kelsey in there, right? Josh Allen, number 10.
I agree too. I agree on that one. I was about to say that when this one.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what are they basing these top 10 players off of, but they're not saying.
It's the players' opinions. That's all it is.
Their opinions, yeah.
It's like if you get 1,696 of us together and you say, okay, rank your top 100. That's it. It's opinion based. You know what I'm saying? It's there's no like for what you're mad about, defensive player of the year. That should be stats. It should be stat driven. Like you said, TJ had better numbers than Aaron Donald.
Right.
To me, MVP.
Hey, not to mention, you're gonna put there. I didn't mean to cut you off, Frank, but and Nikki. See, I was being polite there. But dude, where's my dude McCaffrey? I mean, hello, he's only the highest paid running back in the NFL for a freaking reason. Well, yeah, Derrick Henry's big. Okay, I get it. But
are they going off of last year?
Yeah, it's all last year. It's last year.
McCaffrey got injured week 3?
McCaffrey's always injured. Yeah, and I actually like him.
He's a beast.
I like him. If I had to compare him with Derrick, I will only say him because Derrick is in my division. But I really do like him. I like him. But yeah, he's always hurt. That's the only difference in my eyes between him and Derrick. Like Derrick he's always on the field, and McCaffrey's always hurt.
And then just to touch on Aaron Donald, I'm not going to say too much about it because enough has been said. I 100% agree. If the players pick Aaron Donald, is mainly because of the impact that he had to the game, the impact that he had in that locker room, the impact that he had in the playoffs. Because once he was out of that game in the playoffs, they just did whatever they wanted to do with those Rams.
It turned into mashed potatoes.
So
that's it.
I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna take back my whole speech. You know why? It doesn't fucking matter. He don't pay my rent. And he got 7 rings, more than the Patriots and more than the Steelers. He got 7 by himself, 7. So
no, that's right.
And there's only a player that's not retired. So players are not retired are eligible. So maybe if Drew Brees didn't retire, he would have been a little higher than Brady, because he had a good year too. But in 10 years history of the calendar, only Tom Brady has been voted number 1 multiple times, as well as the only who has been voted number 1 back-to-back years. So 2011, then 17 and 18. My issue with this, and it has nothing to do with Mahomes, it's Nick Wright. I'm gonna keep it, and people that have been watching this, I've always said it. Here goes Nick Wright this morning. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is where he belongs and where he's gonna be at for the next 15 years.
Oh, come on, that's cap.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I get mad. That's why we had this conversation on live. If you put Patrick Mahomes on the Jets, is he Patrick Mahomes? If you put Mahomes on the Bengals, is he Mahomes? Everything is about timing. Everything is it's luck. It's where you go and who's there. I've always said it. Or people think, oh, where's the players? It's the organization. I think you said it. If you're gonna have a quarterback and you're not gonna make plays or create plays that benefit him, he's gonna struggle. When Todd Haley came to Steelers, Ben's numbers dropped a little bit because it wasn't what Ben was used to. When BA takes over as offensive coordinator or head coach, every quarterback that he has coached that first year has high interception numbers because of his risk it, no biscuit mentality. We're going down the field. It's, to me, is all this hype around Mahomes for what? So my question to you guys, which is one of my questions up here, is he the best in the league? And if he retires today, is he a Hall of Famer?
Already talked about that.
We didn't talk about.
Is he the best in the league?
We don't. I already said what I said.
Well, what you say, Ree? No, people online don't know what you said.
I said no.
Okay. And why? Why you said no?
Can we have wait, why? Let me just hear what June gonna say, because you know he a bandwagon. June, what's your answer? Damn.
Nikki, can you
I'm sorry.
hold on? Can you rephrase the question for me?
Yes. No, you're not a bandwagoner.
Can you please rephrase the question for me?
The question was, if Patrick Mahomes retired today, do you think he's a Hall of Famer? Now, see, Frank didn't rephrase the question. His original question was, do you think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer? Then he changed and said, do you think he'd be a Hall of Famer, all period? But all right, June, what you think? Just yes or no.
It's a tough question to answer, but given what he's done in a short period of time, I think so. He may not be a first ballot, but I think so.
All right. So my answer actually is exactly what June said. I said yes. I thought he would be. Now go ahead, Bree. Why did you say no?
I say no personally, and this is just my opinion. Okay, so don't jump down my throat, June. Okay.
Not even a Steeler. I wouldn't even say nothing to you.
Well, at least he's honest. He's being honest, Bree. He's being honest. Go ahead. Say your point.
Oh, so he's anytime I speak about the Steelers, he's gonna jump down my throat. That's what I just got from that answer that he said.
That's exactly what he just said. He's not a Steeler. I was here minding my business.
He's not a Steeler, so I have no reason to.
I was here minding my business, and then you say my name. Now I gotta say something. Then you be like, "Hey,
no,"
and here we go.
Tell you something because you like to make slick faces and slick remarks.
I'm over here just listening.
Mm-hmm. You can back up a little bit. I don't want your face that close to your camera.
Okay, dude. Okay, go ahead, Bree. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, what I was saying, like, I honestly feel like he needs to do a little bit more than just to be a Hall of Famer. Like, he won one Super Bowl and went to back-to-back Super Bowls. Okay, like there's been plenty of quarterbacks who've done that before. I feel like he it's just too short for him to be considered a Hall of Famer right now. Like, his career is just like, he hasn't. I don't know.
No, I agree. I'm with you. I'm waiting for you to finish so I can tell you what I think.
No, it's hard to put into words, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's only played what, 3 seasons?
Mm-hmm.
3 seasons. In those 3 seasons, yes, he won NFL MVP and he won a Super Bowl the following year. Mm-hmm. Went to another Super Bowl and lost. Right? If he retired today, let's say first game of the season, he gets a season career-ending injury. He is not a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. He's not.
So given the quick thing, my bad, Nikki. Go ahead. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
I only want to say one thing that he said. So 3 years, MVP, and went to the Super Bowl twice.
Mm-hmm.
Won one. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
And you still say no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna say what I got.
All right. So given everything that he's accomplished in such a period of time, not given the fact that he holds the biggest contract in the NFL, right? Because that's monetary wise, the biggest contract in the NFL. I guess the question is, if he's not a Hall of Famer, then would you claim Fitzpatrick as a Hall of Famer? 9 different teams, 0 championships, 0 MVPs. I mean, he holds the records for the most starting, teams that he started, I guess. But how would you measure that then? I would say Fitzpatrick is, given everything that he's done. Maybe it's out of sympathy, but who knows?
I feel that lately it's been watered down. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of Hall of Famers like that had to wait. The Shannon Sharps, the Chris Carters, they'll say it like, "Yo, I think they've let certain people win." I'm gonna wait. I want to hear what Nikki got to say, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it's just, to me, that's my opinion. But Nikki, go ahead, Mama. What you got to say?
I agree with June. That's what I say. Like I told June, I'll repeat what I said. I said, because you and Bree, the only thing I hear from you and Bree is the time. If I took away the time and just did what he accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to be in 18 million years to accomplish something. In the 3 years, he's accomplished a lot. And I think maybe not first ballot, but I think yeah, with what he's accomplished in 3 years, nah, he did what he did what he needed to do to be in the conversation and actually get in. Now, who's to say if he has? Give me a person's name. The time, whoever you want to fill in the blank. Why wouldn't he be? Because you want him to do it for 9 years. That's what you want.
I know. I want the what's the one I'm looking for? I want his ladder to matter. How about that? So I want the basis of not, because you can't compare it to every position, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to compare it to quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks are not in the Hall of Fame, mm-hmm. and they probably did a lot more in their time, you know what I'm saying, than he has in his 3 years. But because he won the Super Bowl and because he got NFL MVP, that matters. I like to look at the content. When we go back to this top 10 list, right? Kelsey was the number one tight end in the league, right? He had almost 1,000 yards receiving. Why did he have 1,000 yards receiving?
Amen, Mahomes.
No. That's not why. That's not why at all.
Somebody had to throw it to him.
Somebody, yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you why he had 1,000 yards receiving, because they had to worry about Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman on the outside that left him open in the middle. We've all watched the games. Let's not act like we're sitting there watching the games thinking, why nobody covering Kelsey? He's always open. Well, I'll tell you why. You got the cheetah on one side, another kid that you got sprinters as wide receivers. They got to cover down for that deep. They rather give up the middle, and he's going to catch a lot more passes. But it ain't that Kelsey's the best thing in the league, because Ertz just a couple of years ago was the man.
Beast.
You know what I'm saying? He's like Kettle's the man. So I feel, again, my beef with Mahomes, and he's not saying that he doesn't have talent, not saying that he doesn't have an arm, not saying that he's not a great quarterback, not saying that he's not good. I'm giving him his props. But my beef is the same way in the past. People will bring up, oh, well, Peyton had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Oh, well, Brady had Belichick. Oh, well, Phillip Rivers had this. Oh, well, Breeze had Sean Payton. Oh, well, this, that, and third. Then let's just be honest. Let's. If you're gonna say he's great, and you're gonna say he's a Hall of Famer in just 3 years of him playing, then let's say why he's a Hall of Famer in 3 years of playing. He got a great coach in Andy Reid.
Bro,
he inherited a good offensive line.
You are so unfair, Frank.
That's
it's
facts.
But it's facts, Nick.
It's
facts. All right. So let's say he decides to go to the Jets next year. You think he's going to be a Hall of Famer over there?
Listen,
no.
The reason I say he is scary because he wants to he wants to base his success, and I'm not saying he's completely wrong, based off of other players, but all these other quarterbacks he's talking about had weapons too to make them where they are. That's the point I'm making. Everybody that you're like, oh, do you want to say this person? Yeah, they got weapons too.
Okay, so besides,
but he's been playing. So the 3 years that he has been playing, he's been playing with the same people, and
he plays a part.
That does play a part, because let's say he gets a brand new tight end, 3 new wide receivers, a new running back. You think he's going to be the same Patrick Mahomes on the same team?
I'm not against what you're saying. What I am saying is, okay, you're saying because go ahead.
No, he doesn't have. That's why he hasn't done enough to be considered a Hall of Famer, and that's because he's playing with the same people he has been playing with. Put him with the whole. If you keep him in Kansas City, but change up his wide receivers, right? Let's say they all retire, his whole offense retires. You think that they're still going to be Super Bowl contenders every year after that? No.
Frank just said, Tom had Bill Belichick. The 6 rings that Tom got, who was the head coach?
Belichick. That's why.
Okay. You said that with ease. But now you was like, oh, he's been with the same team three years.
No, see, but you're not letting the stats go. You're not letting it finish.
But even if Andy Reid was his head coach, Tom Brady, and this is the only time I'm gonna say this, Frank, so don't get happy, okay? Tom Brady has been playing with the Patriots with different running backs and different wide receivers and a different offensive lineman the entire time he was playing. Yeah, a couple of years he's at the same people for like 2-3 years, but Patrick Mahomes hasn't been in the league long enough to see if he's versatile with other players. So he's not Hall of Fame. He's not Hall of Fame.
You took it out of my mouth. You said Tom is playing. Yeah, he had the same people for 2-3 years. Patrick only had years.
Some of the same people for 2 or 3 years. But after those 2 or 3 years, he played with different people and still won Super Bowl champions. Can Patrick Mahomes do that? We don't know because he hasn't played long enough. Therefore, he can't be a Hall of Fame contender, in my opinion.
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is my thing. Right?
It's wrong because that's what it is. It's your opinion. All I'm saying is, if he got off, if he retired today, they can only judge him on what he did while he was in.
Exactly. You're right. Right. 100%.
And while he was in, he did 100%. This and that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
That you don't think he should be a Hall of Famer based off of what he has done. See, the only reason why I'm against what y'all saying is because nobody is saying that it's his performance. All y'all basically is he hasn't done it enough. He hasn't showed because he's been on the same team. Oh, he's had the same receivers because he's only had 2 or 3 years in. You just said, Tom.
Let me ask you a question, though. Here's my question to you, right? Now, I know, so Brady, after 4 years, quits, says, I'm done. Is he a Hall of Famer?
What did he accomplish? What did he accomplish in 4 years?
From starting?
That's
3
the only
Super Bowls. He would have been 3-0. He's the only player at that time. Well, he would have been another player that went back to back. There's only been 8 teams that do it. Last team do it was the Patriots, went back to back Super Bowls. So if Brady in his first 4 years, say, you know what, I'm done with the game. I don't like it. He goes. Would he have one? Would he be a Hall of Famer?
I think being a league MVP says a lot. So he coming into the mix and again being the league MVP, then taking that team. He doesn't have to have a different team, but to take the team back to back Super Bowls and then win another one. That's carrying the squad. There's plenty of quarterbacks that had more than 4 or 5 years tenure that can't even get their team past the NFC Championship or the AFC Championship. This is another question. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers,
So let me ask you a question then, right? And I like this topic because it goes back to what's important, right? So Mahomes got a cannon. He can throw the ball. He can scramble. Not this Super Bowl against the 49ers. He was 3rd and 18. He throws a prayer. Who saved him?
God.
No, God. Yeah, well, God saved him because he gave Tyreek Hill the God-given ability to run from the 1 to the 100-yard, right? And then come back 50 yards and then run back 20 yards to catch the ball. He did the same thing against the Patriots in that AFC Championship game. Tyreek Hill. Let's go, Kelsey. How many times Kelsey bailed him out?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
I only have 15 minutes left, so we can do predictions once you're done with this.
Okay, yeah. Here's my thing. Ben won 2 Super Bowls, been to 3. Burris was his first one, and he had the bust. The second one was that pass to Antonio Holmes, that beautiful pass in the end zone. That was his players. Peyton Manning, when he finally won his 1 ring with the Colts, he had 2 rings, but the 1 ring that he actually won, he didn't get carried like the second one. He had Edgerrin James a run game and the defense. He finally had a defense. But the whole time Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Breeze won his 1 ring with a good defense, a run game, Reggie Bush, and did it. But all I'm saying is this. Just like people credit Gruden's only Super Bowl to the team that, who's the head coach? The only black coach that would have a ring besides Todd Bowles now, but the head coach. He was the Colts head coach. Tony Dungy. He built the team. He left, and Gruden won the next Super Bowl with them in 2002. In my opinion, yeah, Mahomes is nice. Nobody's taking away that from Mahomes. But he ended up in the best spot at the right time with everything lined up for him. If he was on the Jets,
With Tom.
would you say you say he's an MVP?
I don't know.
I think to think about it, I think a team, a player with that type of skill, that team will have no choice but to build around. A player with that type. Hold on, a player with that type of skill, not just build around, is gonna find a way to make things happen. I mean, given the Super Bowl, he had that crappy injury. Honestly, I think the NFL forced him out there for ratings and monetary wise. Different story. But I think a player with that caliber type of skill, he's gonna make things happen. You know, you put the right players in the right places. You put him in the Eagles today. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna make magic happen because, like you said, you're right. You got Goddard, you got speed. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it'll be a touchy subject, but I think he'll go in and be quit today.
He would, and he'll be sick.
No,
so listen, I asked a friend, and y'all know y'all can't judge me because I don't even know who this person is, right? But I asked a friend the same question. He was like, "Oh, of course, yeah, of course he'll make it into the Hall of Fame." And you know who he referenced? And I'm only bringing it up. I don't know. Y'all might know the person more. He was like, "Bro, it was a dude called Megatron." Is that what's his name?
Megatron. Yeah, he retired early. That's a good point, right? I mean, he held the.
And he made the what?
No,
he made a first ballot.
First ballot.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I remember earlier in this whole
for the Lions. The Lions.
In the whole mix, I said
Lions.
On position, right? On position. Here's why I question the Megatron shit. Who are the two top wide receivers all time in the NFL with stats? Isn't it
right.
number one? Isn't it my man? Or in the top three, I'm gonna say Terrell Owens ain't my man, but Terrell Owens, it took him more than I think 2 or 3 tries to get in the Hall of Fame, and he had way better numbers than Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Moss got in
100%.
first ballot, and the year that Randy Moss got in is the year that they let Terrell Owens in, and I think they only did that because Randy was getting in first ballot. I'm not saying that Megatron doesn't deserve it. What I'm saying is this: it's how people look at things, optics.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the optics. You got people like Jerry Rice that had to win 4 Super Bowls and be arguably the best player in the NFL the whole time. In the top 100, the top 100 players of all time, Jerry Rice was number 1 of all time. And look what he had to do to be there. Some people might question why Megatron got in when T.O. and Randy had better numbers than him.
Well, he got in first ballot.
He did get in it. And listen, I like Megatron. I was hoping he would have came to the Patriots when he retired. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, you know, I think that's a whole nother conversation. In my opinion, and the reason I talk what I talk is because it's not the same flavor for everybody. And that's my whole thing. But if we're going to let Mahomes in with just 3 years in, let's say if he retired today, won MVP and won Super Bowl and I think he was Super Bowl MVP when he won that one against the 49ers. That's enough to say he's a Hall of Famer. Then I feel that the reporters that vote on the and Hall of Fame need to reevaluate that, and I think that's why it should go to the players voting. It should be Hall of Famers voting on who gets on the Hall of Fame, not the reporters. That's just me. If I ain't got a gold jacket, I can't talk about how you get a gold jacket.
Right.
I put it like this for us military folk. If you ain't got an anchor in your collar, you can't talk about what it takes to get an anchor because you ain't got one. If that was the case, you would have one.
What if I'm not eligible for one yet?
Then you could speak your opinion on low volume. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's to me is what it is.
So no, but let's bring it to the military, okay? It usually takes someone to make second like 4 or 5 years, 6 years to make second class pay officer. I made it in 3 years. Am I eligible to be a chief?
No, I made it in 3 years. No.
Okay.
I hear it.
Like I didn't do my time to say, okay, I made second and 3 years, y'all should make me a first class so I could put on chief, you know?
Here's what I'm gonna say about that, and it's gonna be a contradiction. I'm putting out there.
Make it quick, please.
Here's what it is. I feel that. Oh man, I can't say it. Never mind. I'll say what I want to say when we're done recording. Go ahead.
Okay, so we'll do week 1 NFL predictions, and then I have one what's trending because it's the funniest thing in the world. Okay. All right. So week 1, Cowboys versus Buccaneers. Nikki,
Bucks.
who do you have?
Bucks.
I'm going. You don't have to write this down, Frank. Okay.
I have to write
Frank,
it.
you have no. I'm writing it down. Frank, you have the Bucks. June,
Bucks,
who
yeah.
do you have?
Bucks.
Okay, and Bree has the Bucks. Okay. Next, we have the Steelers versus the Bills. Frank, who do you have?
Where that? They're in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'm going Bills, Bree. I'm sorry.
Okay. Nikki,
Bills.
Frank, or June.
Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen.
The Bills. Okay.
Emmanuel
say Bills.
Sanders. Oh,
Bills.
my bad. The
Say
Bills. My Bills. Yeah.
Bills. Thank you. I'm going Steelers. I don't care if they're playing the fucking Decepticons. I'm always going to pick my team over anybody else. All right. Next, we have the Eagles and the Falcons. Nikki, who do you have? This is a hard because
Eagles.
they're playing in Atlanta.
It's the Eagles.
Let's go, baby. You know what it is?
That hurt me. I'm bleeding.
Who you said, Nikki?
The Eagles.
I'm going Falcons.
Wow.
June. I
don't
have to
care
ask.
if they're playing the Decepticons. You know?
I'm going Eagles.
Hey, 29-17, I called it. All right.
I'm not. But go ahead. Who's next? What's next?
Okay, sorry. My chief is texting because I'm supposed to be briefing right now.
That you busy. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I told him I'm almost done with my podcast. He said, hurry up.
Nah,
Because he likes my brief. He likes my briefs to be up. I'm sorry. I transferred over to the NC to the dark side. So I converted to the dark side. So my working hours never end. Okay. Vikings at Cincinnati.
Oh.
Vikings all day. Let's go, Jefferson. I need 1,000 yards. I got you in my fantasy.
Nikki, I'm doing it in order. Nikki.
I don't know. Come back.
Nikki, I need an answer.
Vikings or the Bengals?
Vikings, come on now. I think it's a no-brainer. Sorry,
Come on, Dalvin Cook.
Is Burrow starting?
Yeah, he is. Burrow's
Yeah,
starting.
that's it.
I'm going Cincinnati at home.
Yeah, I think I'm going.
No way. You guys are crazy.
Cincinnati.
Yep.
All right, I'm going Vikings. June.
You going Vikings?
Vikes.
Okay. 49ers at Lions. Nikki.
49ers and who? 49ers.
Okay.
49ers.
Frank.
49ers. Jimmy G.
June.
49ers. 49-0. I'm kidding. I thought that was funny. All right, go
ahead. Cardinals at Tennessee.
Free?
Huh?
Ooh.
I said I'm going 49ers.
Oh, okay.
Cardinals at Tennessee.
Tennessee. What's their name?
I'm going Cardinals.
Oh.
We're going in order, Bree. Hold on. We're going in order.
I'm writing down. So I can write where I can. I'm writing down.
Right.
I'm going Cardinals.
Okay. June.
I'm going Cardinals too.
I am too, because Connor can honor me. That's my fantasy football name.
You the one that got to go.
Huh?
Come on. You got to go.
Oh, yeah, I do. Seahawks at Colts.
Seahawks.
Colts.
Chargers at Washington football. Nikki.
Chargers at Washington.
Chargers at Washington football.
Damn, this is tough.
It's not that tough, okay? I got some
Well,
kids.
Chargers have not looked good.
Yeah.
It's the preseason.
I have to go for my kids. Nikki.
Chargers. I'm just guessing, man.
Chargers.
I'm going with Washington. I think that defense is going to shut down the Chargers, and the Chargers have not looked good in the preseason. And I get it, the preseason.
What you say?
Magic, baby.
What you say?
I'm going
That's it.
Chargers. Derwin James is back. I'm going Chargers. You laughing at me? My kid is back. You laughing at me?
That's what you said.
Yeah.
They got
Sound like a
Asante
commercial.
Samuels. You have Derwin James. My kids are back. Well, this is Asante Samuels' first year. Fun fact about him, right? His dad also played for Florida State, and he was a first round pick, but what team did his dad go to?
Patriots.
The Eagles.
Patriots.
Ring. He went to
Oh, I didn't know what team he went to first.
Pats.
All right, so Frank, Bree, and June are Chargers, and no, Frank, Nikki, and Bree are Chargers, and June is Washington, right?
Yep.
Okay. Jets at Carolina.
Oh no.
Golly.
Who's the quarterback for Carolina?
The Jets' old quarterback.
Oh, I'm going Carolina. At home? Panthers. Sam Darnold.
I'm sorry. I'm reading text messages
June.
from my Division 6 leadership. They're just blowing me up. All right. So who had
I'm
Jets?
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Tyler Croft is gonna have a big game. Tight end. You heard it here first. Sleeper.
Are you being serious before I write your name down?
Yeah, he put Jets.
Yeah.
All right. And then Frank and Nikki said Panthers.
Yep, and you said
I say Panthers.
Okay.
All right. Then we have the Jaguars at the Texans.
you don't gotta
Turn off your camera. Why'd you turn off your camera?
Yeah,
I would too.
Frank, Nikki, who do you have?
Huh? Are you serious?
Okay, Nikki, you got the Jags. Who do you have, Frank?
I'm going Texans at home.
Who do you have, June?
What are they playing again? The Jags?
The Texans.
Yeah, I have to go with Jags.
You don't have to.
And I have the Texans at home as well.
Really?
You said
Yeah.
Frank?
Texans at home.
Texans at home.
Who's the Texans quarterback?
They don't know.
They don't know yet, but I have a strong feeling. You know, I'm a Pisces, so I manifest and I do that spiritual shit.
Now.
The day before, on Friday, he's gonna play Deshaun Watson.
He's probably
He may
going
play.
to
Yeah, he's going to Miami.
What are you
Oh,
talking?
yes, he
Yes.
is. That's official. That's official.
No,
No, it's not
but
official.
still.
no.
It's not official.
He's not. He doesn't practice with them. He doesn't do anything.
No, he does. He shows up to practice, and if he don't, he's
It
gonna
does-
get fined.
Them. He does his own thing. It's okay, but we wrote it down. You said Houston. All right.
All right, Browns at Kansas City.
Oh, let's see this. Hold
I'm
on.
going Kansas City.
Ooh. Hey, you know,
Nikki.
Baker play. I don't know. Don't pressure me. Baker
Nikki.
play. Baker played yesterday. Look good now.
Hey, Nikki, just let her put the tip in. Just let her put the tip in.
Nikki, you don't think you're Hall of Famer? You're not gonna go for it with your Hall of Famer?
All right, Kansas City.
Frank,
Oh, they were in Cincinnati or
they're in Kansas City.
oh yeah, Chiefs.
June,
Who are they playing?
The Browns.
The Browns and the
Baker
Chiefs.
Mayfield.
Ooh, let's go, Baker. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, Browns. Okay.
Who are you picking? You got to say the team's name.
I'm going with the Browns.
Thank you.
That's a hard.
I don't need to know who's all on the roster. I just need to know which team you're going to pick.
Okay, hey, I'm going with the Browns, the team that beat the
Okay.
Steelers last year in the playoffs. Let's go.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Dolphins at Pats. Pats is home. New England is home.
Oh gosh.
You said who?
Hey.
You go with who, Craig?
I'm going Pats.
Dolphins.
You're going Pats. Who
Who?
are you going, Nikki?
Dolphins.
Nah, I'll
June?
take so,
Yeah, I'm going with the Pats. They're gonna bring a whole different offense to that damn first game of the season. I'll tell you that.
I'm going to go Dolphins. I'm going to go with Tua.
I like that.
He's-
I like that.
He said he's not even ready.
I like
All
that.
right. Then we have the Packers at New Orleans, if they can play New Orleans. But Packers at New Orleans.
No.
I'm going Packers, yo. Green Bay.
Nikki?
No.
June?
Going to Green Bay. I think New Orleans is missing their starting receiver, right?
I'm gonna tell you why I went Packers, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, Bree. Who you said?
I'm gonna go Packers. Only because I have Aaron Jones on my second fantasy football league.
That's wrong. I went Nolans. I should have went Packers because they beat them last year. I went Nolans.
I like that. Hey, I like that shoulder shake. Go ahead, do it again. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Woo! That's it.
All right, and then we have the Broncos at New York Giants.
Oh shit.
I'm going Broncos.
Broncos. Teddy
I'm going
Bridgewater.
Teddy B, baby. Teddy B.
Let's go.
Okay, I know who the quarter. Okay, Broncos. Nikki, who you going?
Broncos.
Okay.
And Von Miller's back. Shut that shit down.
Okay, and then we have the Bears at Rams.
Rams.
The Bears.
Mm-hmm. Chicago Bears.
Ram.
Damn. Yeah, I go with Rams. The defensive player of the year's playing. Hello.
You said Rams? Okay.
Yo,
I'm
June.
kidding. That was funny.
Jalen Ramsey is playing the Rams. Jalen Ramsey is playing the
Yo,
Rams.
June, you my dude, B.
No, because in my opinion, Jalen Ramsey is more of a let me just shut up. All right, so everyone's going Rams, right?
Yep.
Everyone's going team Jalen Ramsey. Okay, good.
I'm going Team Stafford.
You're going
Rams.
You're
Yeah,
going Rams.
Rams.
You're going Rams.
Yeah.
I know that, but you're going Ramsey. Okay,
No, I'm
perfect.
going Stafford.
Okay, and then on Monday night we have the Ravens at Raiders. Baltimore at
Ravens.
Ravens.
June.
Lamar Jackson, baby. I mean, the Ravens. Let's go.
Bree.
And I'm going Ravens as well. I'm going Baltimore. All right, so these are our picks, and then when we record next week, we will see who has the most points from week 1.
Well,
Okay.
Damn, so the Steelers got a bye week the first week?
No.
They playing the Bills. You went.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Bree, calm down, Bree. Bree.
Hey, that was an honest mistake. That was. Golly, the love
Hey,
is
I don't know
real.
who the chief is. Yo, talk to the chief, fam, and let him know when we recording. He got to hold up.
Oh man,
Cause I be in Florida too. I be in Florida tomorrow. I could drive. Yo, you can hold up, fam.
Running back. So June, your picks were the Bucks, Bills.
Hold on, because Bree's coming back in. Bree, what do you do, girl?
So I came in really fast just to say what's trending, and then I want to make it very, very clear that June is no longer allowed to talk to me until week 4 about NFL on this podcast while we are recording. And I'm making that very, very clear. So anything he says directed towards me, he's going to be talking to a brick wall, and it's going to be talking to himself because it's going to go through one ear and out the other, because he's no longer allowed to ask me anything. Until he pays my bills and put food in my mouth, he cannot talk to me.
Right.
So
Did you hear anything?
so then what's trending on Twitter, okay? And what's trending everywhere right now, okay? And it is football related. It's funny as hell, okay? So Bishop, did you guys hear about it? The high school, right? So Bishop Sycamore, an alleged fake high school, reportedly lied to ESPN to get on national television, okay? So they tricked ESPN into playing a game on national television. So there has allegedly never been a Bishop Sycamore High School. They played 2 games in 3 days. Their head coach currently has an active arrest warrant. And then most of the players are junior college dropouts who are nowhere near high school age. And the game that they were playing on ESPN against an actual high school team, they lost 44-0.
Wow.
So this is
it is everywhere right now. Huh?
That's bananas.
it's a fake team.
Yeah, it's a fake team. It's a fake team with college dropouts who are pretending to be high schoolers. And they tricked it in ESPN to showing their football game on TV.
And
they still got smacked.
Hey, congratulations.
Oh my God.
ESPN, you played yourself.
Right.
But the memes are the funniest thing ever because they're fake high school. Like someone said, this is Bishop Sycamore's starting quarterback, and it's T.I. when he was in his Eagles jersey.
At least he had the Eagles jersey on.
Yes, but that is the trending. That is the what's trending right now. That's funny. How do you fake a high school? Mind you, half of your team are all college dropouts who played college football, and they're like in their 20s, and they still lost to a group of high schoolers.
Listen,
44-0.
Oh, and I gotta say,
your head coach has an arrest warrant out for him right now.
here's what I gotta say about it.
Wow.
They should have did their research. But we about to close it up because you gotta go. So Bree, go ahead. What you gotta say?
I would have to say thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast today. I know I said I wasn't going to get sassy today, and I promise next week I won't get sassy because a certain individual isn't allowed to speak to me. So there's no reason for me to get sassy. So I hope everyone has a great day. Make sure you drink your water, drink some ginger ale like I am, eat healthy, have a blessed week. Football starts on Thursday, and that's all I have.
But Nikki, what you got?
All right, y'all. Say a few things that Bree said. It's always a delight being on here. It's eating help. I hope you choke. Eating healthy and working out. So that's always cool. I too said I wasn't gonna pop off, but of course somebody is on this thing. Now he can keep talking to me, but he's on here and he always brings the worst out of somebody. But you know what? I'm gonna make a better effort next week. Till then, y'all stay safe.
Hey June, go ahead, man.
Hey, it's always a blessing to be here and to decompress, right? That's what I like to call it, right? I like to decompress. You know, we go through these. It's only the first day of the week, and it feels like it's Thursday. But it's always a blessing to come in here and have a good time. Getting on you guys' nerves is probably one of the best things that I take away from the show. So Frank, I appreciate for having the show. Let Bree know it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Frank, I'm talking to you. And I look forward to next week's games. I chose the Jags. I don't know why, but don't let me down, okay? Talk to your squad.
I hope you choke.
And then I have one more thing to say. The only way June is allowed to communicate with me, and this goes for work too, if I ever run into him, is if he apologizes to me on air.
Oh, but I have one more thing.
Ask for what?
June, are you ever gonna tell us what game we're coming to meet up?
I told y'all on the chat. You want me to bring it up on the air?
You want me to punch you again?
Frank, what was the game, Frank? Frank, remember?
Frank, better not.
Anyway, oh, sorry.
Frank,
Nikki.
what was the game,
I'm
Frank?
gonna close it out. Listen, hey,
Wait, no, I need an apology. I need an apology real fast.
he ain't gonna apologize now, girl. That ain't
He
happening.
needs to apologize because
Yeah.
he said earlier on the podcast that he is not going to do it, and he did it.
Mm.
Ain't nobody said nothing about his team, and it's the Steelers got a bye week 1. Like, he is just like, he thinks he's funny. Like, that is not funny. Like, when you beat my team, then speak to me. You can't beat my team. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, I know who can, the Browns. Okay, that joke is over. Wait, what is your team? What is your team? Until I see you in a Browns jersey, until I see you wearing a Baker Mayfield's jersey, until I see your man cave full of Cleveland Brown stuff, you can't speak on the teams that you're not a fan of beating mine until your team beats mine. Until that Fly Eagle Fly poster in your freaking man cave comes up and says, oh, we beat the Steelers, then you could say something. But until then, you can't say nothing until your team beats my team. Beat my team first, then come talk to me.
And there you
Either
have it.
beat my team first, your team, the Eagles, the Flying Eagles, who only flew once, beat my team, or you change your whole man cave and all your football gear to the Browns, and then you can speak to me.
There
So
you have
which
it.
one is it?
My team.
Either spend thousands of dollars on Cleveland Browns gear and be a fan because that's what you like to bring up 24/7, or beat my team. And that's all I have to say.
Correction.
Frank.
Lied. They had a little bit of wind beneath their wing, but they didn't win. They tied.
They flew once.
You ain't bet, Miller.
Oh, you thought Frank.
Frank,
Yeah.
that was one hell of a playoff game last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Be safe. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good night, guys.